What is going on, everyone? Commodore last year today, bringing to us my live reactions. Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 155. Now, the chapter has finally come out a lot earlier, right? Normally 12 o'clock we wait for the chapters. Like apparently now it's coming out at 11 because it's midnight in Japan. It makes more sense. You don't have to wait like the extra hour because Japan gets it early, but everybody gets it on time as it should be. So we got to read the latest installment of Akutami Gege's up and coming masterpiece and see what's about to go down this week. Obviously, with the stuff that's going on with Kirara and their curse technique, which I believe now more or so has to be revolving around magnetism. I saw the markings and stuff that were on like the heads per se for Panda and for Megumi. I know there was like the little marking afterwards on the backside for Panda too. Those were there as well. And then obviously, of course, the stuff that's happening right now with Yuji. Like, listen, man. Hakari, this guy. I don't know, man. He out of nowhere, he's like, "Yo, you want the Supermax? You want to work for me, man?" And you're just like, "Bro, I need you for this war coming up. Am I gonna get your services or not? I don't know." But we're gonna have to find out in this chapter, see how much progression we get in that area of the story. But without further ado, let's get into it, man. I want to see what's going on this week. Does my boy get the Supermax, or we're gonna have to fight for the Supermax? You know, because all I know is this. I can't have Yuji go out like Dennis Schroeder. I cannot have him go out like that. Get your bag. By all means. You gotta slap the employer. Do your thing, man. Let's go. Chapter 155 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Here we go. Alright. We go single page. Okay. Here see, look at his face. Itadori. Chapter 155. Fever. Okay, that's probably not the one title you want to use in the pandemic and stuff, but would you believe me if I said you could work 1 hour a day and make 1 million yen a month? I mean, everybody would love that, to be fair. Right? That's equivalent to, I think, 10,000 USD, technically. So, I mean, damn, I won't have no problems with that, to be fair. He's like, huh? That depends on what I have to do. Well, for that info, you got to pay 200,000 yen, of course. Of course. Of course, you're going to ask for a sign-on fee. You think he's slick? He really thinks he's slick. He really thinks he's slick. Hey, come on, bro. He really thinks he's slick. Okay. Nah, I don't trust that. See, that's my MC, right? We don't believe in no scams. We don't believe in none of that nonsense, all right? Yeah, the moment you say things like that, or you have a contract that's like too long, that's how you got to put it down. If there's no contract, or the contract is too long, we got issues, all right? You guessed it. It's a classic con. The swindler rakes in by pretending to be rich and selling tips on how to get rich. It's pretty obvious, but there's a stupid number of stupid people out there. It all has to do with the fever, which money fever, I'm presuming that he's going about, but okay. Fever. Both the deceiver and the deceived are in a fever to change their lives. People get high on the fever and make mistakes. However, without it, people can't even fall in love. I love Gege is incorporating this with the money and like the skulls and stuff, but mainly people that are literally dead inside without the money and stuff. Like that's pretty nice. And me, I love the fever. Okay. Do you know a more direct way of dealing with the fever? Gambling. Yeah, you do know. Life itself is a gamble. Lots of girls have dumped me because they hate gambling, but they don't understand. Society tramples on guys who can't bet big and guys who don't know when to quit. Everyone gambles. What they hate is losing and going to run. Don't some people just want peaceful lives? I don't know. I don't know anyone like that. I love the fever, and the fever is gambling, and gambling is life. And love is control. I want to control this country's fever through this fight club. What's different? Now that the existence of cursed spirits is public knowledge and Jujutsu headquarters is barely functioning, this is my chance to expand the business. I want to take care of all obstacles so that I can take advantage of the coming revision of Jujutsu regulations and make them publicly acknowledge the existence of the fight club. So yeah, take measurements now because everything's out in whack. And try to make some money off it. I understand. I respect it. And since this is something that, like, it's not like a brand new thing really for him. This is something that has been etched in his soul, literally, for as long as you could probably imagine, maybe since he was a young kid and stuff, like we don't know, but his whole thing with Hakari is money makes the world go around, Anyway, I need a strong piece on the board, Itadori. He maybe acknowledges him, but is that through because the Gojo spoke to him? Has he been keeping tabs? You want to get high on my fever. And you see the little sparkle of the star, but no. Bring up Jujutsu High last. Yeah, boss. I need to ask you, boom chaka. Chaka chaka boom boom. Yo, what song does he have for his ringtone? Somebody probably knows, I don't know. From that rhythm, you tell me, man. But they both look at the phone after. Chaka boom boom chaka. Okay. Itadori, you want a drink? He just looks at the phone, looks back at Yuji. Sure, but no alcohol. Why not? Can't you handle your liquor? It's not that. It's just I'm underage. You don't look like the type to care. Did you know Satoru Gojo can't drink either? Go. Oh. Who's Gojo? Besides, it's more like I can't. So he's trying to keep it as much as possible that he doesn't know anything. Okay. Come now. All sorcerers know Satoru Gojo. Why pretend you don't? And he just chugs that whole thing down. He's just like, yo. He's different, man. I don't blame you. Are you a spy from Jujutsu High? Right away. Yo. No, wait. Right away? Throws the glass right at him. Like doors? Did he open it with doors or something? Because you see like a little window thing right there. It was like a subway doors. Bro, what is his ability? He hops, so usually just jumps off and the things close. Like a means of teleportation or something? Hey, listen to... And he goes right on the offensive right away. He goes for the Psyche knee strike. And he gets a blocking right there. Nope. Goes right on top of the where the monitors and stuff afterwards are. Just lit. Hey. Right, bro. Hey, hold on. What is the technique though? Hold on. Just listen. When I get a call from Kirara, and as you see right there, looks like the doors are pressing onto the neck of Yuji. And he comes in with the right hand, slugs him, cough. It means something's up. Okay, so he hand to hand out here. Okay, yo. Big boot to the temple, bang, hits him on the chin. And he just catches these hits. We've only come to request Hakari's cooperation. And yo, Yuji grabs him. Come here. Let's go, Shibata! See, I know Yuji, my boy. That's my MC, man. Don't tell me he doesn't know how to hold himself down, man. My guy studied the Katsuyori Shibata tapes. He saw the Okada match at Sakura Genesis. My guy said, come here, bang. And just like how Okada would in that... Well, Okada was really knocked down, but we know the Haki, the Supreme King that man has. Hakari still standing up like, nah, listen to me. No, because now I feel cold. Jesus Christ. Ah, I gotta segue right back to Megumi and the man. God damn it. We're at a deadlock. Perfect. Kirara, we aren't necessarily on Jujutsu High's side. You know the current situation in Tokyo, right? The barriers appearing are all over related. There was unprecedented Jujutsu terrorist attack. We need Hakari's cooperation. You excluded us first, so it's your own fault. We're not with Jujutsu High. What happened between you and the higher-ups? They fought with the conservative faction, and the conservative doesn't just mean with regards to regulations. I don't care how long it takes me to cross the ocean. If this is all you're giving me right now of a Nobara panel, we are fighting. Her birthday was last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say. The last chapter we had, before we went on break and stuff. I'll swing. Like, I'm not... Gege, don't play with me, man. Bring her back. Enough. Yamero. Like, they have specific ideas about what Jujutsu should be like. They like conventional Jujutsu that's easy to understand, like Kugisaki's curse technique. Over time, Jujutsu has blended with tech, like those curse videos that were popular a while back. And when it starts affecting curse techniques, the conservatives start to gamble. Kin's curse technique is a perfect example. The big shots have it all backward. That's why they lost, but Satoru Gojo always cleans up your messes. So why do you need us? Maybe you're lying and came here for some other purpose. Gojo Sensei got sealed. That's why we lost. So this is them gonna find out the first time that this happened. I'm presuming they are aware of the situation, what's happening in like Japan and stuff, but they don't know that Gojo himself has been sealed, right? Of course they would make that face. Of course they would make that face. They look, Kirara's just looking at like, Mazuka, like really? Really? And you see, look at Megumi and Panda. Oh, Kirara doesn't believe us. I know the feeling, but Kirara's the person closest to Hakari. Oh man. So, but okay, so what that also might tell us too, based on the reaction for Kirara, how close they, Hakari, and then of course with Gojo are. Kind of like what we saw with Akotsu and Gojo. It may be the same thing for those three as well. Potentially. You see the hand motions and stuff going on. Rabbit escape. Okay, so they're gonna get the hell out of here, it looks like. Rabbits. If we convince Kirara, negotiations with Hakari will go more smoothly. And that's how you want to end the chapter, man? Ah, goddamn you, Gege, man. Only you. Only you. First, you would throw a panel of Nobara from the past and stuff, right? From the previous incidents from before, right? You want to throw that panel in there. And then tease me even more with the stuff that for sure the Hakari, Kirara have a connection for sure, just with Gojo, just like how we know with Akotsu and stuff, right? Because they don't believe it. For them to have that kind of look, it's like, nah, like come on, look, we know Gojo, so come on, don't do that, don't play me like that. Okay, so I'm gonna give it. You know what? I think we got one more chapter of this convincing stuff, maybe two. I wouldn't be surprised maybe the end of the next chapter we see some kind of result coming from this, honestly, because they need them. Let's be fair, man. Kirara with the magnetism and stuff is great, but that door thing, now I don't know if it's like, I mean, I don't know, is it like teleportation thing? But then it's like he's able to trap him, but usually in the doors and stuff. So like, you know what I mean? Like, is he able to open like, I want to say like portals, you know what I mean? But like door openers and stuff, like a Bluno in One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, could it be something like that? Like, we're only getting a glimpse really of what his ability is. So like, it's so hard to make do of like what could be. But when you see doors, you're thinking, okay, transportation. He can go through like the doors, go to somewhere else, another area, whatever. Like, you know, he's able to shut him on Yuji's neck and stuff. So we know the more brute force, not just for opening and closing. They can hurt somebody. But okay. Alright, this was a great chapter. I'll say that much. I mean, I would have liked a little bit more to get out, like, in terms of, like, trying to, like, get Hakari and Kirara to understand, like, a bit of what's going on. But given the way that it ended off, I do feel like by the end of next chapter, we should see some kind of resolution where it's like, okay, we understand what's going on. Let's discuss negotiations and stuff, and then we go from there. So I don't see it going on for too long unless there's some kind of intervention or intervene basically from somebody else, you know, coming out from the outside or something, maybe from Jujutsu High or from the HQ and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like the look on girls' face like rabbits. But yeah, no, I would say great chapter. Like, again, comedy aside and stuff, like that's kind of I would say the main portion of it. But yeah, Yuji showing off to Hakari like he's not some scrub, but at the same time, you got to really make sure this man's fever is at a high, because if he's cold, then the chances of trying to get him to be on our side afterwards is not going to work out as much. But so far, I mean, look, Hakari, I don't know exactly the curse technique. You know, it might end up being more information out there that's I may not be, you know, taken into account for right now, but hand-to-hand combat is looking not too bad. I mean, just from the little stuff that we're seeing at the moment, the stances and everything are going in. But, yeah. I mean, we get the philosophy, really, of his character and stuff and what he believes, like, you know, is his way of going about things when it comes down to money, gambling, and all that. That's his idea when it comes to the source of life and stuff, but, yeah. I do feel like, though, we'll get the negotiations going with him and everything. And I think, at the same time, it makes us trying to believe this idea that it's going to come at a cost to try and get Hakari over. But I think really, like, the biggest value in this whole thing is trust, not money. You know what I'm saying? For them to be away from Jujutsu headquarters, for them to be kind of doing all this stuff right now under the nose of the higher-ups and everything, right? They're not going to just trust anybody in general. To them, that's their biggest value, not money, right? So how exactly are you going to try and convince them? We're going to have to wait and see next chapter. But, yeah. Interesting stuff here this week, though. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to the chapter. How do you see this all panning out, basically? Like, do you see, like, Hakari just saying, you know what, man, I believe what's going on. I understand. Let me talk a little bit about Gojo and stuff to see, you know, where I'm coming from and everything, how my relationship with him is, and what I'm going to do to try and help out. You know what I mean? Are we going to see Megumi and Kirara really go at it, though, to try and get the convince going through or not? Let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell. Shandora save the day with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll see what happens after. Whether we get Hakari to join our side or not, or we actually get a fight that continues on afterwards from both sides. You know, with Kirara and of course with Megumi and Panda, Hakari with Yuji. But I want to presume by the end of next chapter, we're going to get some, like, resolution. Like, right now, there's more understanding Hakari, all that. But after that, no, we should be able to get this man on our side, and of course with Kirara as well. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens next week, but, yeah, man. Gambling is life, according to Hakari. So, Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching. As always, take care.
Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, yeah.